Let's talk about pollution in the capital. And this weekend, a plan to tackle air pollution was released by the government after it lost a legal bid to delay its publication. Critics say the measures, which include a possible scrappage scheme for older vehicles, are too weak to make an impact. Meanwhile, one of the capital's largest environmentally friendly private hire services is trying to create a comprehensive map of air pollution in the capital. Delighted to say I'm now joined by the Managing Director of Greentomatocars, Julia Thomas. A very good morning to you, Julia.
Good morning.
The environment's very important to Green Tomatoes, isn't it?
It certainly is. Green Tomato Cars was London's first exclusively green private hire operator when the company was launched a decade ago. And being environmentally responsible really is at the heart of our business. So our partnership with CleanSpace to implement the air pollution sensors across our fleet is very much at the heart of who we are. And it's about participating and trying to take some action to address air pollution in London. It's about not just talking about it, it's about trying to do something.
And how does this work? How is this map actually going to be created?
Well, the map's going to be created by attaching the CleanSpace air pollution sensors to our cars. So as the cars are driving around, they will collect data across London 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 365 days a year. And that data then, it's at a very localized level. And it will then be incorporated into the London Air Map. And then that London Air Map can be used by either individuals or businesses or indeed government and London authorities to understand air pollution levels and then to decide, do I change my behaviour as an individual or using that data to feed into wider plans to improve London's air quality.
I mean, we talk about pollution a lot here in LBC London News. Every time we give you the weather forecast, we also tell you what the pollution levels are in the capital. And it really is a major issue. I mean, London itself breached its annual air pollution limit within just 5 days this year, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And I have to say I was quite shocked because it was actually on a road that's just around the corner from where I live, on the Brixton Road. And I think that's part of the problem with air pollution is it affects us all, but it's actually, most of the time, it's very invisible. So, by putting these sensors in our vehicles, we really want to try and contribute to the database, to the evidence around air pollution in London. And I think with better evidence, better detail come better solutions.
I mean, because the Mayor says he wants to tackle air pollution, the government says that they're looking at tackling it as well. But, I mean, companies like Green Tomatoes, they're also working to bring down the pollution levels in the capital, aren't they?
Yes, I mean, I think, one of the key areas for us is obviously the decisions about the cars that we use. And we were the first private hire operator in London to use hybrid vehicles a decade ago. And our ethos is very much to use the greenest car available, which is fit for purpose for our business. And our focus at the moment is particularly looking at how might we move to a zero emission fleet. That's really the next priority. We have within our fleet a couple of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. We also have other battery electric vehicles. But I think the challenge is for the solutions to be viable, both operationally and commercially, as well as green.
And just finally, I mean, pollution is such an important issue in the capital. I mean, I don't know that residents in the capital really know just how bad pollution levels actually get, because pollution is one of those things that you can't necessarily see.
No, I think that's right. And I think there's a big issue here just in terms of creating awareness of the extent to which, we're all impacted by air pollution. And I think, a particular issue is we're all impacted, but it has a particularly adverse effect on the more vulnerable people within our society. So people who are ill, the elderly and the young. And what we're looking to do with CleanSpace through better data, through dialogue and debate is actually raise awareness and help contribute to understanding and therefore solutions around air pollution in London.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for talking to us this morning. Fascinating talking to you. That's Julia Thomas, the Managing Director of Green Tomato Cars.